Guide.
Like this right here. This was the carpet kit for the trunk.
Oh, the carpet. It's thick.
Yeah. Some guy made it, but he I don't like it. I'm gonna have him remake it.
It will be a nightmare to clean it.
Well, you don't get it dirty is
Oh, okay.
object.
All right.
So, see this right there? This
Yeah.
little part right here.
Okay, yeah.
He the original in the original here. That was this poking up.
Oh.
Because this is where you put the original spare tire.
Oh.
And then there's a rod with a hook.
Okay.
That comes up.
Okay.
And then you just put a little spinner on there,
Oh.
and that secured the tire down. Well, yeah. So that was just about ready to. Poke
So there was no place for tire.
Nope, it was right. It was meant to go right here.
Okay.
It
Wow.
was meant to go right
So
here.
what kind of car is this? Basically.
This is a '67 Mustang. It's a hard top.
Okay.
I've had it. Well, my mother was second owner of it I think she bought it in 1968 from a used car dealer.
Wow.
And then she drove it for many years. And then in the 70s, when I got my driver's license, she saw a Camaro she liked. So I bought this from her, and we got her the Camaro.
All right.
And so I've been driving this ever since high school.
Wow.
40 years.
So many
I've had it.
memories with the car.
Yeah.
Well, you keep it in perfect conditions. I can't see any rust or something.
Well, it's always been it's been a California car, and so I don't drive it. I don't drive it when the roads are wet.
Okay.
It looks bad. It's only fair weather driving now.
All right.
And I've been working on this like for 5 years now. This will make about the third time I've gone through it and fixed it up.
Wow.
And got it painted and looking. Yeah, I need to put the car cover back on. But yeah, so like I said, it's about the third time. What I did was this last time, why there's so many wires in here is because what I've done was when it was a shell, right before I got it painted, or right after I got it painted while it was still a shell, I ran wires to the back here.
All right.
And I'll explain what this is here in a moment.
Okay, this is a fusion box.
Yeah, if you see back there.
Yeah, ground, hot, and
and switched.
switched.
So I can put accessories back here
Wow.
without continually looking for someplace in the engine or underneath the dash
Alright.
to do it. I can just run wires back here.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I just spent several $1,000s for the transmission. It's got a C4 transmission, which is only a 3-speed transmission. So
Oh.
I spent several $1,000s. There's luckily one of the best overdrive, underdrive
So
makers
only 3 gears in the transmission?
in the C4. Yeah,
Wow, and the reverse one.
and reverse. Yeah.
Okay, so 3. There's not the gears must be very long gears, right?
Yeah.
So first gear is like 1 to 60. Second gear is from I mean the like kilometers, not miles per hour range.
All right. I really don't know what I don't know what the gear ratios are. but
It's automatic. It's
It's an
automatic.
automatic.
Okay.
Is a 3-speed automatic.
Oh, wow.
So I just spent several $1,000s and had an accessory overdrive unit put on. So
Okay.
yeah, it's not revving so high. driving down
Remind
the
you
freeway.
what's overdrive? That's like the.
It's like a fourth gear.
Oh, okay.
It's basically like a fourth gear.
Okay, overdrive. All right.
Yeah, and so it's an aftermarket overdrive, and so that's what this little box right here is for. It's called a gear vendor.
Okay.
A gear vendor overdrive. Luckily, they're locally right here in the San Diego
So it's
area.
automatic? I mean, like also electric? The gear box?
Yeah. Once it senses a certain speed. Yeah.
All right. Okay, I gotcha.
Speed. I think the book says once it senses 47 miles an hour,
Okay.
it'll shift into the fourth overdrive gear.
Okay.
Yeah. And so now a lot of this is just extra for anytime if I decide to put anything else.
Wow, great.
So
Easy. It's easier to manage.
it's easier to manage, yeah.
Okay.
And when I get the trunk
Covered.
done with the new carpet kit, there'll be a block off right here, so you won't see any of this.
Okay, okay.
So it'll look cleaner. It'll look cleaner. It'll have the carpet down.
And where would you put this spare tire? Is it like a regular side or is it a smaller side for?
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna try to fit those. Originally, these came with 14-inch wheels.
Okay.
And these are 15-inch wheels.
Okay.
So hopefully, though, but the tires on the 14-inch wheels, I think they're a taller profile. So I think these.
Gotcha.
I think from here to here is about 28 or 29 inches.
Okay.
And I think with the 14-inch wheel, I can still get that 28 or 29.
But do you have a one screw here, or you? No, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws.
Yeah,
so it's like a Ford, right? Ford has a 5 screws with.
Well, a lot of them have 5
Okay,
screws, but
yeah.
everybody has 5 screws.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Are they screws or sticking out the
yeah,
needles?
they're called lug nuts.
Lug nuts.
On the axle, it's got the 5 lug nuts. The tire goes on.
Okay.
Put the tire on, then you just.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Then you screw it. All right. Wow.
So hopefully, with that 14-inch wheel, I can still fit. I can still fit it right here and have a spare tire. With that
There are also the smaller tires, like emergency tires.
Yes,
for
there
kids.
are. Yes, I don't know how well that would work for this car.
Yeah.
So, but I
Oh,
may
it's
have
beautiful.
to. I may have to.
Okay, we're at the trunk. I can see also the reverse light is here, right?
Yeah, those are reverse lights.
Wow, and the exhaust is amazing. It looks so fantastic.
I added a backup camera.
Wow, it's
while it was there, while it was back there.
Wow.
The,
So you updated, right?
yeah, these lights originally they came with one bulb, and when you hit the brake, that was it. Boom, just
Okay.
one bulb, and it was very dull.
Okay.
It was not very bright at all.
Okay.
I upgraded these to LEDs.
All right.
So now they do sequential. So they goes boom, boom, boom.
Wow.
boom,
Wow.
boom,
Okay.
boom,
Great.
boom, boom.
It's gotta be that's gotta look great on the road.
Now when you hit the brakes, that one the boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
Then they just all. So each of these light up instead of one light lighting 3 up. They each.
So it's
have
obvious that you're stopping the Mustang. Yes.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
That's-
With regard to that box, for coolness, in the exhaust, I put something called cutouts
Oh.
in there. So when it's after the exhaust manifold hooks up to the exhaust piping, but you got the muffler back here, up right here, right after the exhaust manifold. There's a valve that I can hit from the dash, a button in the dash, and it'll open up, and it allows the gas to escape easier.
Oh, wow.
For if you want a little more rumble.
Wow.
When you,
It's gonna fire up, right? It's gonna be exhaust will be on.
No, it doesn't do that, but
All right.
but it adds a little more rumble and coolness to the car.
Yeah.
And it was a performance feature put on cars to allow the exhaust escape easier.
Okay.
So between the two, between going out to the exhaust pipe and cutting out right here, there's less restrictions, so the engine can have more. But it's more for coolness, just to hear a little bit more rumble. But
All right.
what I did with this, I did a bunch of relays here.
Mm-hmm.
I have a button in the dash that these are timed relays.
Okay.
So I have them set up for when I hit the button in the dash. Once I release it, if it's closed or open, it goes 6 seconds this way, or if I hit the close button, it's 6 seconds closes up.
Oh, okay.
So I don't overdrive.
Wow.
I don't overdrive the motor. Guys had guys had talked about, if you can try and overdrive the motor and maybe do motor damage.
Okay.
So
wow.
I figure I did it. It takes about 6 seconds to fully open it or fully
Wow.
close it.
Congratulations.
So I did that. So I got that. But this one here, I also have a remote.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a remote where if I just want to crack them just a little, I can do that with the remote. Hit it and just barely crack it, or I can modulate it.
Wow.
With this, it's either full open or full close.
Okay. But there is an extra feature.
But with the remote,
Wow.
but with that remote, I tied it in and I can just crack it. I can modulate it to how wherever I
Wow.
want in the full spectrum.
Wow.
So
Is there like a legal limit in the noise of the car here in California, or?
yeah, I would. Yeah, they could write you up for excessive noise.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's useful for that also, right?
Yeah, but it's more like when we go to the car shows and,
Okay.
and the guys are driving
Gotcha.
their hot rods, it's like you crack them. Hey, look at me!
All right,
You
okay.
can hear my engine.
That's gotta sound great.
These are the wheels. These are the wheels that came on the Shelby Mustangs. Do you know who Carroll Shelby is?
Wife of
No, he's a man.
Carol.
Carroll Shelby is
Okay.
a man. He's the one that took the Mustang and made him into like the AC Cobra Mustang.
Ah, okay. It's like a designer, right? Redesign.
He's a designer. He
Okay.
he took the Mustang from Ford and he made it, and Ford said, "Go ahead, you can make your own edition." You can
Oh,
make
wow.
Your own.
Okay.
And so if you ever hear of a Shelby Mustang, the Shelby is it's the top of the line.
So did he design also the California edition? Because I've seen I believe I've
I'm
seen
not
it.
fully sure if he did
Okay.
or not. Yeah, there is a California edition. Some people, I think there's a Rocky Mountain edition from Colorado
Oh.
also. But yeah, there's.
But
a
I've seen it.
California
It's like a
special.
latest one, California Special. Yeah,
It's called
exactly.
California Special, and I really don't know who designed
Okay,
that,
but-
but like I said, I think I've seen something out of Colorado.
Okay.
I think they got a Rocky Mountain edition
wow.
or something like that. But yeah, these here.
These are amazing. I mean, right now
Yeah.
they're putting them in Teslas and stuff like that.
I saw these originally. These are aftermarket door handles because originally the ones here where you push the button in and open
Okay.
it. But we have several car shows here in the United States where they take cars and they modify them, and this is what we're calling a resto mod. It's a restoration.
That looks neat. It's so nicely done. I mean,
Yes.
the curves and the
I saw
details,
these.
just
I
amazing.
saw these out of a guy. There's a show called Bitchin' Rides,
Okay.
and it's out of it's about a guy in Salt Lake City, Utah,
Mm-hmm.
where he has an auto body shop, and it's called Kindig. And so he developed these handles here.
Looks amazing.
And he puts them on, yeah, and he puts them on here.
Looks amazing.
So, yeah, just like that.
It's so organic, and it's
Yeah.
working perfectly. Wow.
Like I said, this is what I call a resto mod, a restoration modification. And yeah, some people say, "Oh, you should just leave it stock." Well, I've owned this car for over 40 years.
Yeah, you get bored with it stuck.
And exactly.
Yeah.
I'd go to the car shows and see, "Oh yeah, another stock Mustang. Yeah, another stock
Okay.
Mustang. Another stock." It's like, well, this time I decided, well, I want to make this my own. I want to put my own taste into this, and so that's what I did.
Can I go from the other side so we can
Sure.
explain the car inside? That'll be great. Shut. Okay. Wow. Of course, the fire extinguishers are here.
Yeah, I want to mount them in the front. I want to fabricate a bracket into the front of the seat.
The two
track.
of them. You're gonna have two of them. One of
Yeah,
for
I
the-
just had one. Well, maybe that's not a bad idea. I put one on each side, but that one's about out. So it's
Yeah,
supposed to be
yeah.
recharged.
They need to be fixed like once a year. They need to be checked.
Yeah.
You know?
So I want to fabricate a bracket to mount it on the seat track
Okay.
up here, so it'll
Wow.
hold it. It'll hold it there.
Wow.
Yeah, this is what they call loop carpeting. This is pretty much the original style
It looks
of
great
carpeting.
and feels great. It's
Yeah,
almost
this is
not,
old
not
school.
right to have a shoes in the car.
I've been looking for some floor mats. But let's see, what else can I tell you? Well,
You can tell me about those buttons, which will call
Okay.
because these are wired to the back, to
Yeah.
the electricity.
yes, yeah, it is. And so here it says cut out open, lights, and cut out closed.
All right.
This this is an oil pressure light,
Right.
and this is the open light, and this is the closed light, and this is the alternator. See, I got the way this gauge is set up. I have it two features. It's got the oil pressure gauge and the light. So in case I'm not watching the oil pressure gauge, if I start to lose air, at least hopefully the light will catch me.
Okay.
When the light hits a certain PSI, it'll catch my attention.
All right.
And same with the voltage. In case I don't happen to notice the voltage are dropping or something, if the alternator starts failing, hopefully this light is supposed to come on and let me know that
that's
you got
like
an
double
alternator
check,
problem.
double check. That's
Double
great.
check, yeah. And so, like I was saying, in here with these lights, I have this. Here's the light, the original factory light switch is over here.
Okay.
And then when I pull it on, it triggers a relay that allows me to, if I hit this, it turns on the lights in the grill in the front.
Okay. Wow. All right.
And then, like I said,
it's like all of them, because in a couple of minutes we're gonna see the lights that are also equipped with LED, right? With also turners inside.
Yeah. This if I just pull this out to the first position, it just turns on the running lights up in the front.
Gotcha.
But it does arm this.
Okay.
So if I want to just run no headlights and run the lights in the grill, then I can just hit this and turn.
Oh, it stays this. Can I touch? Yeah. Does it also ring here that it's ignition? Does it stays, or because I can see? Wow.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's supposed to.
I haven't opened and turned them off so long, and then when I go to the second position,
wiper.
it turns on. It turns on the headlights.
All right.
Yeah. I modified the dash here in as far as the gauges. These are called autometer gauges. They're a performance gauge that's very well trusted with the car guys on being accurate. And so so I pulled this off, and I took my Dremel tool and I took out all the plastic that was needed, and there's a kit that you can buy which allows you to put these aftermarket gauges on here and put them in.
Okay.
And so I come from an aviation background in the military, and we had gauges and lights for everything, and that on the plane, and that just made me feel better knowing that the temperature or the pressure and everything that's going. So like here's my transmission temperature gauge. I have so I have a sensor in the transmission pan that to tell me how hot the transmission's running, to make sure it's running properly. This is called a wideband. It monitors the air and fuel ratio burning out in the exhaust to come out. So if it's so it can give you an idea if maybe your car's running a little rich, running a little lean. This is just a clock.
Not just a clock. Looks good also.
Yeah. Well, I had this, and I needed a third gauge, so it's like, let's just get the clock to put it in there.
It's also matching it perfectly. I mean, it's over for the Sport Comp.
It's Sport Comp 2.
Okay.
It's a Sport Comp 2. There's a Sport Comp 1 and there's a Sport Comp 2 series gauges. But I kind of like, these are what the original gauges look like, black with white letters. That's kind of what, so I kind of like that old school look.
Where's the light shining on this? Is it like from a back or?
It's internal. It's internal in the gauge.
Okay, yeah.
It's internal in the gauge. And here, let's see, get this. Yeah.
It's a horror.
So I got this.
It's a beautiful wheel. I mean, it's a wooden, right?
Yeah, it's an aftermarket wheel.
Wow.
And here's the horn button that came with it, but I added this on.
What does it say?
What does it say? I can't. It's Latin. It's
okay.
Latin.
Never forget.
Never forget. Right.
Okay.
It's a
wow.
And so it
looks pretty.
It was a money clip, but I thought, I think that
no
will
match.
fit right in there. Yeah. So I cut off, took my Dremel tool again and cut off everything and put it right in there. So it'll go in here when I'm ready.
Yeah, it look perfect.
Yeah, I've been trying to. I have this in here only temporary because.
This looks solid. I mean, come on, this is just great.
Yeah, it's a tilt.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's a tilt column there, and I wanted to make sure the alignment was correct, because so when I drive it, it looks, when I'm going straight, it looks like this.
Yes.
It doesn't look like that.
This was always making me nervous in the car when I was driving the car. Why is this wheel don't straight?
Yeah.
It's supposed to look straight. Yes, exactly.
So yeah, so I've been doing that, and if, you know, as I'm driving, and then just unscrewing it and reclocking the position to try to get the spokes all lined up straight when I drive straight.
I gotcha. Wow. So there is a car, the car key goes there, the ignition.
Yeah.
All right. So
this is the
ashtray. Wow, it's so organic, and the lighter.
Yeah, ashtray and lighter. Yeah.
Wow.
And then here's there. See, and here's more. You know, this, like I said, this is a 1967 car, and it pretty much still has the original wiring in it, the factory wiring.
And it's still working.
And it works.
Wow.
With that being said, though, as I was showing you in there, I've put it where I want to take as much load off this wiring as possible.
Yeah.
So I've put relays, a lot of relays in this car, just so that, like, for instance, with the headlight lead that would normally plug into the headlight, I arranged that so it goes to a relay, and it just energizes the relay, and the relay pulls straight from the battery to the lights.
That's so smart. You don't want to catch in fire here.
I don't want. I want a little low, because as we know, relays just take milliamps to run. They don't take anything to run. So I just want to take as much load, and I do have to clean up some of this wiring here from all this. Because I want to make sure this is where I wanted all the gauges and everything before I start trimming the wires down.
I think it would be kind of cool if you like get this idea by, you know, forming it maybe to make it from a passenger point of view like a whole, you know, because I'm not sure if it's possible, but this is the color is nice. It's matching the color of the car.
Yeah.
So that will also be.
Yeah, when the painter was painting it, yeah, I brought him all this.
And it looks fantastic.
I just brought it to match. So yeah, there's some auto body guys I've been hearing that I'm almost ready to pursue, who can make me a custom console.
Okay.
To come all this, so it looks a little more cleaner. But
so we've got also here the gearbox. From the this is
the shifter.
The shifter.
This goes to the this is part of the that overdrive unit I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Here's where I can either turn it, basically kick it on or kick it off manually.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So,
wow.
And this
looks serious. I mean, this doesn't look like a normal shifter.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. This is called this is a B&M. This is a B&M shifter. And it's a performance shifter that a lot of the race cars use. This kind of gives it an old school look, back when 4-speeds were really popular back in the 60s.
It's like the Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah, right. So it kind of gives a pseudo look of a stick shift, like a lot of guys like, but yet it's an automatic. You know, I just lift it. I'll just lift it and bring it down park, drive, whatever.
Wow, that looks solid. BMJ.
B&M.
B&M.
Yeah.
B&M. Yeah.
B&M. Yeah. They make a lot of good performance stuff. So here's the. Like I say, if I want to, with those cutouts underneath. So if I wanted to just crack them a little.
Okay.
Crack, or close.
All right.
So, but like I said, here these are all or none. Boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So either full open or full closed.
All right. So,
I'm working on getting. I want to get. These are the original seat belts. This was the interior of the car.
That looks great.
This was Ford called this Frost Turquoise.
Okay.
Or Aqua.
Wow.
In there. So this was the original color, but I want to get them. In black. I'm trying to find somebody who redoes seat belts for the hot rods.
All right.
Who can make this black and give me black to match.
This one is black. This one is black.
Yeah, that's an aftermarket.
Okay.
And it looks pretty close, and they did a good job.
Yeah.
You know, see, it kind of cuts up. It's very similar.
Yeah.
And so, but. Yeah, if I can, which I may just fully go and buy the aftermarket stuff, because it's really close to looking like it. I took these back. These were originally low back seats, but
without this.
Well, these are aftermarket seats, but the car originally came with low back seats, and but after learning about whiplash and everything, so I always wanted something to
that's one, and the other is 5-point belt also.
Yes, yeah, a lot of guys that have the roll bars have that 5-point, but I don't want to put a roll bar in here.
Yeah, that would be exaggeration.
Yeah. This is what they call a one-piece headliner. Notice how it doesn't have the pleats like other headliners do.
Yeah.
So it's more, me and my friend, we had to just kind of lift this up and then start screwing it. Yeah, start screwing it in the mounts back there to get it. So this is what they call a one-piece headliner, and it's like a molded plastic versus a fabric.
This console looks so cool.
And this is a molded-in console. So, with the map lights, I don't have the battery connected right now, but yeah,
the map lights is just ignition though. This lights. Just
yeah,
ignite.
there's little LED map lights.
Wow.
The sill there, but on the door, you see the Mustang.
Yes.
It lights up when the doors open. Those light up.
Okay.
Oh, one other thing I did was here. These are the original. This is the original
Handles.
door crank and the window crank.
Door crank. All right.
But I put the door opener, but I put electric windows in here. So this just looks. It's either down,
Oh wow! Now,
down or
wow!
open. Yeah.
Hey, I can feel the clicks.
Yeah. It's either,
Wow!
down,
Amazing
down or
idea.
up.
Was it your idea or was it just?
Well, they make kits like that.
Wow!
But yeah.
It looks great and organic,
Yeah,
and
so
it's useful.
I gotta tell people, don't try
it. Yeah.
Don't try to roll it. You can break it. But yeah, it's either just down or up.
Amazing.
Yeah. Let's see. And then I just bought some aftermarket speakers. Yeah, you put in here because they didn't come like that for the Mustang. And yeah, so
Great. Let's move to front.
okay.
Right. And also the mirrors are great. You explained
Yeah.
because
These are what came on the 65 and 66 Mustang.
but these were also modified or
Yeah, it looks like what they came on the 65, 66, but yeah, somebody reworked them and put the LED turn signals in there.
okay. I bet you can get like also the warning from the passing cars soon with like a radar.
Yeah, somebody will probably come out with that.
Okay, wow, that's the heart of the car.
Yeah, here's let me see, look at this stuff. So this is a small block Ford. It's a 302 block that's been bored and stroked out to a 347. It's got right now I got a 750 Holley carburetor on there. But next year I'm probably they make an EFI conversion kit where you pull this off and just put on a throttle body conversion kit
Nolly?
on here.
This is Holley.
Wow. Which when it comes to performance carburetors, they're the best.
Low car. This looks just amazing.
Low car.
Is this like the gas pedal here? It's opener.
Yes, one's the gas pedal and one's the passing gear for the transmission.
Okay.
And I had to put that on because it was the factory came with a rod that came out here, and things don't start matching up because when you start putting non-factory stuff on, you gotta make modifications.
Yeah, obviously.
So pretty much but what I'm doing is pretty much already long been done. So somebody's usually got a kit out for it already.
Okay.
made mod. So these guys named Lokar, yeah, they came out with this, and so like I said, one goes to the gas pedal. It converted it from being a rod to a wire, and then the other goes to this goes to the transmission for the passing gear, the kickdown.
Okay.
Power brakes, master cylinder. I went from this car was originally had 4-wheel drum brakes. I have since converted it to 4-wheel disc brakes.
Can you see it from here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see this folks.
Wow. So you had four disc brakes.
4 disc brake system, yeah.
So it's working.
Yeah. First, I went from upgrading to just straight front wheel disc and rear brake drums, And then I added on another kit just to add on to make it 4-wheel disc.
Well, with this big engine, you want to have also good brakes, right?
Yes. And if anybody's ever changed drum brakes, they are just a pain in the butt. Disc brakes are so much easier.
Yes, exactly.
They're so much easier. And for a car, they're easier to change, and it's just and it's better stopping
They're
power.
effective, yeah.
And
exactly.
they're better stopping power.
Yeah.
This is a Wein, W-E-I-A-N-D. It's called a Wein. It's a 174. It's a supercharger. What makes the difference between a supercharger is belt driven. A turbocharger is driven by gases, by the exhaust gas. There's a lot more plumbing involved in this. So I've also upgraded from the point ignition to an electronic ignition system, which is a lot better and a lot easier. And
so 8 cylinders.
8 cylinders.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, yeah, and this is goes to the coil.
Okay, yeah,
This middle one goes to the
Okay,
coil.
yeah. Wow.
So, I also put on. I did a rack and pinion. Originally, this had a gearbox in it. And so I bought, again, somebody already made the kit, so I made it, and now I have rack and pinion steering on here. So I got rack and pinion steering, I got 4-wheel disc brakes on here. I put an overdrive unit on the transmission, the factory transmission for there. I got the supercharger here. I upgraded the alternator from, this is like a 95 amp alternator versus the 65 amp. I made the serpentine belts. Originally there was 3 belts, one for the power steering, one for the alternator, and one for an air conditioning unit or whatever you might have.
Do you have an air conditioning here or no?
No, I don't have it, but that would have been a 3rd belt.
Yeah, okay.
So each belt, each accessory had its own belt.
Wow.
As to where we did the mechanic. I told the mechanic I wanted to go to a serpentine system. So he did that, and now I had to change the water pump from a regular standard rotation water pump to what we call a reverse rotation water pump, so we can make the serpentine system work there. And then got the aluminum radiator, which is a lot more efficient for the cooling system of the car, and in the electric fan, and then got a box here. This is called an MSD box, multiple spark distribution.
Oh.
Instead of one spark to the cylinder, it's several.
Wow.
It gets a bunch of sparks.
So you have 100% that the ignition will fire, right?
To try to burn anything that isn't burned. So
okay.
it does that.
How does it work for a candles? Is it candle? What's the name of this? Which is going making the fire? We call it candle.
You candle power?
Yeah, no, we call this here a candle.
Spark plug.
Spark plug.
The
yeah.
spark plug.
So how is it working for a spark plug? I mean, this.
It does, like I said. You know how the spark plug you have
Yeah.
and then
the
instead of, like I said, normally it would just get one zap, and then whatever explodes in the cylinder explodes. But this is going to say.
Do it again.
Yeah,
burn
just multiple spark distribution.
Wow.
So you get multiple spark out of it, so it tries to burn what isn't burned over and over and over again. And with this, I don't have to be so particular about the spark plug gap. I can go a lot wider because this has the juice. This has the juice to jump about any spark plug gap that's out there. So I don't have to be so particular about it. I got a heavy duty. I got the for the transmission. It goes into the transmission cooler on the radiator.
I've never seen this before in a car.
Then comes out, and then it comes out of the radiator, and then comes in here, and then goes back out to the pan and the radiator.
Wow. The front looks amazing.
Yeah. Let me move this stuff, and I can hook up the battery and show you what I've done with the lights.
All right.
Because if you look down there, underneath, you can see it from over here. But if you look down there, do you see those relays? You see?
Yeah.
I put together a relay system. Like I was saying earlier, everything. Yeah. Excuse my jump.
Yeah. It's good. I just need to put one step here. The camera angle is perfect.
typical California garage.
It's working garage. It has to be a little bit.
It's a storage unit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of us in California, our garages are storage units, and now.
You want to help you with something? This is the wire goes here.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
it.
Go ahead, take these off, and just put them on here, and
Right.
this nice and gently.
Yeah.
Keep it from hitting the paint.
It's a Black Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Wow. All right. That looks amazing.
I got these quick disconnects.
Ah, this is great.
That I really like. Yeah, so I don't have to get a wrench every time I wanna. Okay. Yeah, be careful.
Yeah.
But let me show you what I've done here.
Okay.
Like I said, yeah, with all those relays under there, like the leads for the headlights, they go to a relay, and then the relay trips, and then it pulls the power. The headlights get the power straight from the battery.
It totally looks like a shark.
Yeah, that was kind of the look they were going for. Okay, now I'll do the here the.
Wow. So these are turns.
Yep.
Yeah, I can hear the relays.
Relays are clicking. Okay, so that's just So so I put that in there, and now watch when let's say I was driving with the headlights on.
Ah, that is great. Can I look it from behind?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, it's just that was neat.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool. And see how I was saying they see
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, that looks just great. Wow.
Somebody's also made a replacement here where you can use the backup lights as backup lights, and then they show you how to wire it. So it'll be a turn signal also. So it'll link with the turn signals.
Yeah.
Now go on up front and let me turn on the aux lights here.
Okay. Wow. Hold on. Wow. All right, I got you.
It's just more of another.
But this is like a strong light? Well, because you have a road light and then the high beams, right? Is it high beam?
Yeah, I have high beams. Yeah, these are high and low beams.
Okay.
But then these are just auxiliary driving lights.
But did they come with the original also here?
No.
Ah,
this is an aftermarket.
But this looks better, right?
Yeah, it looks more aggressive.
Yeah.
So this is I bought this. There's a company out east called Mustangs to Fear, and they made this fiberglass front end.
Wow.
So
is it like? Oh, I've noticed some car doesn't have their plates up front. Why is it so? Wow! Now I'm touched. Really, it's beautiful.
California is a two-plate state, so you can get a ticket for not having a front plate.
Oh.
I fabricated this for the front plate.
Oh, but
So-
I think you need the front plate. It looks better.
Well, like Arizona is a like your rental.
Yeah.
That's it. Back plate only.
Yeah, okay.
Arizona is a one-plate state.
Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't know that.
California is a two-plate state. Yeah.
Wow.
When we were in high school and in the 70s and used to gather out at the burger stand on Friday nights and the guys that did have the muscle cars, the Camaros back then, and until we went over and watched them street race. Yeah, when the police wanted to get us out of there, they would start going around and seeing who didn't have a front plate and giving you a ticket to start get out of here. Get out of here. Here's
How
your
much was the ticket?
I don't know. It was probably back then. It
But like
may have
50?
been it may have been $25. I don't know.
But
like
yeah,
that,
anyway,
not
have
much.
have not.
Yeah,
You want to have it.
Just didn't want to have the hassle of having to deal with now fixing a ticket
Yeah.
on here.
Wow.
So yeah, when I
Looks great.
yeah, and so these are obviously these are aftermarket headlights that I did, and I have this thing where I can. They give-
Remote controller.
They give
For
me a
the-
remote control.
So
and
you can
I can just change. I can change colors.
Great. Well, it would be illegal in Poland.
It's illegal here too.
Okay.
So unless I'm at a car show where.
All right, then you can do it.
That's why they're orange. That's why they're on orange now, because
Okay.
orange is legal,
Okay.
white is legal.
Okay.
Last
So
summer,
you can turn like blue, right? So
I
it
could
looks
turn-
like a
I could
cop
turn
car.
blue, yeah. and I did last summer. Last summer I was at a car show and I was driving down the freeway, and also I can either have them steady or I can have them roll through.
Okay, yeah,
roll through
great.
the different colors.
Yeah.
So I knew I had them on. I was driving down the freeway, a highway patrol. He passed me and he came over, and then he pulls over there, waits for me to pass, then comes up behind me.
Through the dust and the grime and the dirt and time, you see all the miles and years. The pain is faded, it barely made it, could bring a man to tears. The dents and the dings and the rusty rings hide what she